I could just hug that daughter, like, I just feel so bad for her, and I just want her to know that I did everything I could. Those other people did everything they could.
According to an arrest warrant affidavit, Simpson was shot and killed after becoming upset because a woman she held the door open for didn't say thank you. The argument started at the store Five Below Tuesday and then spilled over to the PetSmart in the same South Oak Cliff shopping center off Wheatland Road. Investigators say 22-year-old Kiana Hampton followed Simpson and her daughter into the PetSmart. Employees there asked them to leave.
The screaming first caught my attention.
Fox 4 spoke to a 27-year-old ER nurse who walked out of the PetSmart as the two women were arguing in the parking lot.
The lady who was the shooter was still instigating, I guess, an argument or a fight or something. But the mom and daughter tried to get in their car and de-escalate the situation, but the lady wasn't having it.
According to the affidavit, Hampton later confirmed to detectives she engaged in the verbal dispute, entering the PetSmart twice and continuing the argument, throwing the drink bottle at Simpson's car when she was about to leave, and engaging in a physical altercation with her. That's when police say Hampton pulled out a gun and shot Simpson 3 times. Multiple nurses rushed to perform CPR, Simpson's daughter by her mom's side, while also on the phone with 911.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and this was going to be a news segment, but I figured I'd do a whole story of the stupidity that's going on in America, and this is the shit that I'll be talking about I have to rail against, because it gives white supremacists and racists ammunition. Now, I saw this on Twitter, and I looked in the comment section, and there was a bunch of people talking about, I bet you she was like, you know what the fuck I'm talking about, or fuck you talking about, some shit to that effect, right? Trying to mimic black people's language, or accent or vernacular, how we talk. And well, these was some niggas. That was black people. You don't necessarily have to be black to be a nigga, but these were some uncivilized motherfuckers, right? Now, this is that 13% commits 51%. You racist jackasses like to spew. In all fairness, it happens 80% to us, so y'all good then, right? But this is the stuff that I don't like reporting on, because it makes my job as a civilized black man real hard. Now, it says that they got into it because her black ass held the door open for some disrespectful young Henri, her mama, to which they didn't say thank you. So she followed them back in the PetSmart and continued arguing with them over not saying thank you. Some shit that could have been easily left the fuck alone. And I wouldn't be reporting on this. However, I am, because I think it's a rampant case of stupidity going on in America, where people, they didn't say thank you. Let it go. Could have kept it mobbing. I forgot, in the words of SIBO, steady mobbing. You could have just kept the fuck going, but she followed them back into the PetSmart and got blicked. Because the young girl, and this is a PSA to all you 40-plus-year-old motherfuckers, stop picking fights with people 20 years your senior. They're not gonna fight you. They're gonna blick your ass down, the women included. If you don't get blicked down, you got lucky. More often than not, they raising the blick on your ass. They don't got time to be scuffling. Nobody got time. I'm 42. I'm not scuffling with shit. You gonna get this blick, and it's gonna be the end of it, because nobody got time for that shit. People got things to do. Rent is high as hell. You should be trying to get money, not trying to get into a scuffle. That's poor people activities. And yeah, nobody got time for that stupidity. I forgot who said it. I want to say it was Floyd Mayweather. They said that fighting is broke people activities, or maybe it wasn't him, because he beat up a couple of his baby mamas. Yeah, but whoever said it, I forgot who the hell exactly. It might have been F. Young Crockett. But yeah, fighting is poor people activities. If you have time to scuffle with a nigga on the ground, like, yo, you're a lost cause. Like, the fact that you still acting like you 18 and 19, you need to be heated down. Nobody got time for that. I'm like this when I see people that get blicked down and it be over some stupid shit and they be over the age of 35. I be like, yo, it's good. That's one less person we gotta worry about in the world, right? Put this man on his back or this lady on her back. We don't got time for the fuck shit. And nobody's going, you there's a certain age where you should know better than to be fighting people. If you still fighting people after the age of 30, you need your ass kicked. Actually, nah, let me take that back. You need to be blicked down. You need to be put out and put out your misery, because don't nobody got time for that stupid shit. Now, if you out here and you 20 years old, nobody is above reprieve of a good ass kicking. I think fighting is young people sports. If you in your 20s, 20 to 29, scuffle all you want. I got nothing to say, right? Because fighting never killed nobody, unless you just go overboard, and that rarely happens. So, but if you over the age of 35 and you fight the motherfucker, you need to be put out your misery. Send him to the crossroads, or her. It don't matter. Because, like, realistically, you know better. And what's the famous saying? When you know better, you do better. And if you still doing dumbass shit, like scuffling with a motherfucker in the parking lot or anywhere, bro, it don't matter. I've seen shit where people scuffling in church, at the airport, and you gotta be like, why? What in the five fucks? Because somebody has said that make you want to scuffle and get your church clothes dirty, or any clothes, bro. Like, it don't even have to be, at this point, it don't even have to be church clothes. I'm not scuffling. I'm not getting my regular clothes. I ain't getting my dirty clothes dirty. How about that? Now there are exceptions to every rule. Every now and again, you gotta tighten somebody's screws up. But for something like that, she could have just left that shit alone. Like, so they didn't say thank you. Didn't have to open the door. That's what be killing me. People be doing shit, get mad, and then be like, bro, you didn't have to do that. That's some Trayvon, George Zimmerman shit. Just like George Zimmerman, he didn't have to keep following Trayvon Martin. They told his stupid man down. He didn't listen. He should have been in jail. That's where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? When things go escalate to another level of shit, and you could have like prevented it. It was something you could have just stepped off from, but you kept it pushing. Nah, you gotta go. You gotta go to jail. But in this case, she had to get. That's just what it is. Like, I know it's wrong. It might be fucked up. In the words of Cameron, it is what it is. In any event, if y'all like this episode, you know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe, and it's out.